Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we'll continue with our chapter Adjective Part 3. In Part 1 and Part 2, we have already discussed definition and types of adjectives. We also started degrees of comparison. So in this session, we'll continue with the degrees of comparison. So let's begin with the session. So in that chapter, in those Part 1 and Part 2, we discussed that there are 3 degrees. First is positive degree, then we have comparative degree, and then we have superlative degree of adjective. I told you how to compare two or more persons with each other or with one another in a sentence. If we compare two persons on the same level or at the same extent, it is called positive degree of adjective, or we use positive degree of adjective there. For example, he is as good as she. So this is called positive degree of adjective. Here I can use the word as or as to compare two things with each other. For example, Riya is as intelligent as Ravi. So both the persons are compared or being compared on the same level. And I used the word as. If they are not exactly same, we can use so and as. For example, Ravi is not so good as Riya. So and as are also part of positive degree of adjective. Then we have comparative degrees when we compare two persons with each other and the comparison is being shown. When one is more or the other one is lesser. For example, if I say Ravi is taller than Riya, it means I'm using the word taller, er suffix is added to the word tall, to the adjective tall, and making it taller. So taller is a comparative degree of adjective. We also use word more to make a positive degree, to convert a positive degree into comparative degree. For example, more honest, more intelligent, more beautiful. So when two persons are compared with each other, and one is less and the other one is more, and we are using the word er or the suffix er or more as a prefix to the adjective, that is known as comparative degree of adjective. Then we have superlative degree of adjective. In this case, when we compare one to all, that is called superlative degree of adjective. Before a superlative degree, we use the to compare one to all. If one is compared to all or many, it is called superlative degree of adjective. And before superlative degree of adjective, we always use the. In case of comparative degree, we use more or er to convert a positive degree into comparative degree. In case of superlative degree, we use most as a prefix or est as a suffix to make a positive degree, to convert a positive degree into superlative degree. Now, in this case, we use then always. We always use then to compare two things together. For example, Riya is taller than Ravi. So then is a word that is used to compare two things. And in case of superlative degree, we simply use the word most or suffix est. Now, what are the rules of comparison, positive, comparative, and superlative degree? Let's take some examples. Suppose I say Ravi is as intelligent as Riya. Now, in this sentence, we can see that there are two persons that are being compared with each other, but on the same level, on the same extent. It means the person that is Ravi is same as Riya, the other person, or he is as intelligent as she. It means both are same, both are intelligent. So both are same, both are intelligent, both are say both are intelligent on the same level, to the same extent. So in this case, both are behaving like a subject. If I want to write it in a negative form, I can write like Ravi is not so good as Ria. Now look at this sentence. Here I have used the word so. So and as are together used to make it negative, to make the sentence negative. Now if I write another example, Ravi is taller than Ria. So here I have used the word then, and then is used to compare two persons with each other. So here I have written taller. This is called comparative degree of adjective. I can also write Ravi is more honest than Ria. Now again, this is also a comparative degree. In this case, I have used honest, the word honest, and it should be um, preceded by a prefix more to convert this word into comparative degree of adjective. And again, I have used the word then to compare these two persons with each other. So this is called comparative degree of adjective. This is called positive degree of adjective. Now, in case of superlative degree, one is compared to all. For example, if I say Ravi is the richest boy of his society, like society in which he is living, he is the richest boy of all. It means he is the richest boy. No one is as rich as he. So, richest is a superlative degree of adjective, always preceded by the, and here we are using a suffix est. If I say Ria is the most beautiful girl of her society. Now look at this sentence carefully. Here, Ria is the most beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective, and most is used as a superlative degree to compare one to all. It means Ria has been compared to every girl in the society, and she is the most beautiful girl among all. So, here a superlative degree has been used. So, these are the three ways to compare two persons or two or more persons with each other or one another using positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree of adjective. Now, there are some important rules of comparison. Some other rules of comparison. What are these? Whenever we have some words like senior, junior, superior, prior, prefer, inferior, anterior, posterior, all these words, they are always followed by a preposition to. They are always followed by a preposition to and not then. We do not use then with all these words. One more word is included in all these words, that is elder. If we see any of these words, we use to after these words and not then. Because all these are comparative words. These are not comparative degrees. These are comparative words. Now, you must be thinking that what is the difference between comparative degrees and comparative words? Just look at all these words. They are the simple words. Like, if I use a word young, it's a positive degree of which I can make a comparative degree as well as a superlative degree. young, younger, youngest. Same with the word old, older, and oldest. But in case of elder, senior, junior, and so on, whichever the word we are seeing over here, can we have any positive degree of any of these words? Do we have any positive degree of any of these words? No. We do not have any positive degree of senior. We do not have any positive degree of junior. We do not have any positive degree of the word superior. Therefore, these are called comparative words and not comparative degrees. Because in case of comparative degrees, we can convert the word into comparative and superlative respectively by adding er or est, by adding more or most to that word. But here we do not have any superlative degree, any positive degree of these words. That is why with these words are always followed by preposition to and not then. For example, Ravi is senior to Anita. Now, Ravi is senior to Anita. Senior is itself a comparative word to Anita. So here I have used the word to. Sham prefers coffee to tea. He prefers coffee. He liked tea. He liked coffee more than tea. So he prefers coffee to tea. So it is to, not then. So this is very important part, and many a time errors come from this part. Now, if there is comparison of two verbs, then rather than. Now, in this case, we were using two nouns. We were comparing two nouns. Anita, Ravi, these are two nouns. Sham, then coffee, then tea, these are nouns. So whenever we use noun, we use to compare these two words. But when there is a comparison of two verbs, basically we use rather than, not to. For example, Rahim prefers to run rather than walk. Now here, run and walk are being compared. Both of these are verbs. That is why we are using rather than, not to. If I would have written the word, if I had written the words running and walking, they will be gerunds. In that case, again we'll use to, not rather or than. Now this one is again very important point. If two adjectives are joined with word and, it means we have two antecedents. We have word and both of this and on the both sides of and we have an adjective. So both of these adjectives should be in same degree. Should be in same degree. If we use positive degree over here and comparative degree over here, this will be incorrect. If here we have positive degree of adjective, we should use positive degree here as well. For example, Ravi is tall and richer than Ria. Now in this sentence, we have used and. One is comparative degree and this side we have used positive degree. So this is incorrect because we have to use same degree of adjective on both the sides. So it should be replaced with the word taller. So the correct sentence will be Ravi is taller and richer than Ria. Now the sentence will be correct. There is never the usage of double comparatives. We should not use double comparatives. For example, if I say Ravi is more taller than Ria, this is incorrect. Why so? Because taller is enough. We should not use more over here. It will be superfluous. When taller is a comparative degree, there is no need to mention more. Taller itself a comparative degree. More better, that is incorrect. Because better is a comparative degree. We cannot use more better. That this one is more better. No, that is incorrect. Better is better. Good. We have one word good, and the comparative degree of good is better, and the superlative degree of this is best. For bed is a positive degree, then worse, then we have worst. So these are some predefined words. In which we have positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. We cannot use more better. Is better, it means the two things are being compared. Now, other rule, the fifth one of superlative degree plus plural noun. With the superlative degree, always we use the, that is the definite article. Now, one of the is followed, if it is followed by a superlative degree, it should always be followed by plural noun, but singular form of verb. He is one of the brightest students in the class. Now, one of the brightest students. So, brightest is a superlative degree. We are using the before it, and also plural noun, that is the students. So, all are these cases of how to use comparative degree, positive degree, and superlative degree of adjective. Now, one more type of sentence come from this part, that is, there are some important points to remember. Again, if we compare two persons with each other and we have used the word then, also, suppose this sentence, let us take an example. Ravi is senior and taller than Rohit. Now, here we are talking about two persons, that is Ravi and Rohit. We are comparing both of these persons with each other. But we have two styles of comparing these things, these two persons. One is senior, that is a comparative word, and taller, this is a comparative degree. Now, we have already read that if there is a word end, there is a conjunction end, and both of the sides, we have to use a degree of adjective. There should be same degree of adjective on both the sides of end. Now, in this case, we have a conjunction end. On both the sides of it, we have some words of comparison, that is comparative degree or comparative word. And after that, we have a preposition or a conjunction, that is then. Now, if this word we see, with taller we can use then, but with senior, can we use then? No. It means this sentence is incorrect. Why? Because with senior, we need to add to. So the correct sentence will be Ravi is senior to and taller than Rohit. Now the sentence will be complete. Because if on both the sides of end, we have to use the same degree of adjective, we have to follow the same preposition that is used with that particular word. We know very well that we cannot use then for the word senior, but we can use then for the word taller. Therefore, the word or the preposition which is required by the word senior, it should be mentioned over there. For example, there is another word like different. Different requires or different needs from as a preposition with it. Whereas senior requires to. So it is senior to and different from. It should be like this. So this is very, very important. Again, the next part, the next point that is very important to remember, that is whenever we are using the words like unique, perfect, any shape's name, for example, round, spherical, square, rectangular, triangular, and so on. Any shape's name. Or some word like absolute, right, wrong, etc. Words which are complete in itself or with some more or less of it. It will not be the word like that, or it will be meaningless. For example, let us discuss a point of mathematics, somewhere geometry. We have a square. Now, what is a square? A square is a quadrilateral which has all four of its sides equal. Now, if all four of sides are equal, that is A, B, B, C, C, D. Now, if AB is equal to BC and BC is equal to CD and CD is equal to DA, that means it is a square. Now, if I say that I have a quadrilateral or there is a quadrilateral in which we find these three sides equal, but this is unequal to these sides. It means A, B, C, D. I say that A, B is equal to B is equal to AD is equal to DC. But BC is unequal to all of these. Is this a square? No, this is not a square. Why? Because a square can only be if all the sides are equal. It means if merely a single side even is not equal as others, it means that is not a square. If I say something is right, it means it is right. But if I say something is more right, what is more right? Right is right, wrong is wrong. There is no concept of something being more right or being something more wrong, because anything that is right and anything that is wrong is wrong. If something is perfect, it means it is perfect in all the senses. But if I say is perfect, but there is a little error in this, that means it is not perfect, because perfect is something that has all the things correct, all the things right in all respect, in every respect. If a thing is unique, it is unique. It is not like some unique, more unique or less unique. No, if it is unique, it is unique. It is not more or less. So with any of these words, we do not use, which is complete in itself, we do not use any degree of adjective. Degree, we do not use. We do not use any degree of adjective with such words. Like complete, there can be more words as well, like complete, eternal, all these words. These are either the words or not, but these are not used in case of degrees. Now, if I say Ravi is the most unique boy of his class. Now, this sentence In this sentence, we see the word unique. It means Ravi is a unique boy. But here we have written the word most, which is incorrect because we cannot convert this word into superlative or comparative. Just because if the person is unique, it means it is unique. There is no concept of more or less with this. So here remove most and the as well, because the is used because of the superlative degree only. So the correct sentence will be Ravi is a unique. So Ravi is a unique boy of his class. This will be the correct sentence. Instead of the most, write A. Replace the most with A. It means Ravi is a unique boy of his class. Her answer is correct. Her answer is right. Her answer is wrong. It's not like more wrong or less wrong. So, these are some rules how to convert or how to use comparative and superlative and positive degree of adjectives. One more point to remember is the use of any and any other. Any is used when we compare two things of different categories and when we compare two different things of the same category we use any other. Now we have to learn some more words, some more adjectives and its uses, like many adjectives are there, like what's the difference between few and little, what is the difference between near and next. Now what all these words are, we'll discuss in the next session. Till then, thank you.